Davey, 1-0 defeat here in Kilmarnock. Give me your thoughts, please.
I felt we were the better team over the course of the game. Thought we created some good entries, let's call them entries, and now no chances, because I think we got in the final third with some really, really good play, got into the opponent's box, and that final bit was just missing tonight. I don't think they caused us a lot of trouble, and any trouble they did cause us, it was probably from our own mistake. The goal's a mistake, but it's a collective mistake. Jerome might take the blame for it, but it's a collective mistake, really. But I spoke to the players last year. We were used to winning games of football, and no matter what you say or how you look at it, it's going to change this year. We're going to lose games of football, we're going to go on bad runs. Everybody outside the top six, that's what happens. And it's about us, how we deal with the defeats. And I said, if you're going to lose a game, you want the performance to be there. Does that make sense? And I felt for the large majority of the game, the performance was there. So very, very difficult to be too harsh on the players, because they've done a lot right tonight. They've done a lot right and we came away with no points. But that's the Premiership, isn't it? I know it's a cup game, but it's Premiership, that's what happens. Team that scores first got a great chance of winning the game, so they score first, game becomes really difficult. But I felt we created more than enough chances to be sitting here with some kind of points.
Potentially out of our hands now for qualification out of the kind of group, but we just need to focus on the next couple of games and win both and see where it takes us.
Right, well, that's it, but go and try and win the next 2 games, sit in 9 points, have some sort of goal difference, and hopefully you can finish as one of the second best. I think there's 4 go through from that, isn't there? So I think we need to go and do that. Is it 3? We need to go and do that. But for me, I was pretty pleased with how the game went, albeit the goal, but it was a large part of the game that I was quite happy in how the lads approached it. Again, it's away from home, remember. I think away from home in the Championship's a much easier game than away from home in the Premiership. And that was even the previous 6 years. Previous 6 years, I think even the fan base, we would all say that away from home's difficult, but aye, a wee bit more finesse at the top end of the park. I think we probably would have took a wee bit more for the game tonight.
Speak to me about Sam Colbert, made his first start for the club, 18 years old.
So aye, wee Sam, Cammy comes in, so I've always felt it right back. Dan's not played in the Premiership, so I was wanting to bring Premiership experience in. I thought Dan Finlayson was very good tonight, by the way, and he's been very good pre-season. So I needed competition in that area of the park, and it was important to try and find someone who's played in the Premiership. Cammy gave us that. He picks up a bad one and it's a wee door opens for Sam. And I've always felt he could play there. I think it's really hard for young kids to break into midfield areas in the Premiership at this level. I think it's far easier when the game's outside you and it's kind of you're playing in straight lines and you've got an opponent to mark and there's not a lot of transitions in the game. It's your man, you mark him and you kind of run that way and you defend that way. I was really, really happy for him. I was going to take him off in 60. No for anything else, and I think that was enough for him. But he was doing so well. I wanted to keep him on the park. And I was going to take him off in 70. But again, he was doing so well. I wanted to keep him on the park. I thought he was very, very good the second half. He's used to the ball. Defensively very good, his positioning very good, his first touch was always positive, but the majority of the time it was positive. And it's important that you've got people in the wide areas, especially right and left back. Your wingers are good 1v1s, but it's important that your right and left back can jump by the press and take that first touch forward, and it's one of Sam's strengths. So I think the kids, he's got a right good chance with us in that area of the park, and he's got good legs, he's got good energy, and do you know what, most importantly, he's a good kid, he's a good person. And the boys are all in there delighted for him, staff are all delighted for him.
Spoke very maturely here, to be fair, as well, so yeah, give him his credit there. Absolutely. Obviously still middle of the transfer window. Can we expect to see anything further? Couple of
guys, I won't tell them.
Good bits of business.
Aye,
kind of recently with Jerome and Robbie signing the deals.
Yeah, I think there's another one tomorrow. So that's the board. The board are making that happen. Really, historically, I've been going into these seasons and the contracts you'd have been speaking about them at the end of the season. So the board's allowed us the luxury to go and try and speak to the players now and get them tied up, which I think's for us as a club is massive. It's absolutely like massive for us. You're not then losing hopefully your Nicky Devlins and your James Prices at the end of the windows for nothing. So we've tied A2 down, which is important. There's another one tomorrow. We've got a GBE panel tomorrow. We're very hopeful that we're going to get accepted for that. That's for an older striker who's played top tier, but brings a wee bit of experience. I know Robbie's played up in the Premiership up there, but proper top tier experience. Speaking to 2 clubs now about getting hopefully loans, if not permanents. Younger players, good energy, good legs, and I think at that point I'm more than happy with what we've got, but we will need to try and balance the books because it's quite a heavy squad at that point, and move 2 or 3 on.
No worries, thanks for your time.
Right, cheers, thank you.